What's going on, guys? We're out here ice fishing today on February 16th, 2019. Bad Outdoors doesn't do much ice fishing, but today we're learning from the best. We got Collin and Louie here from the whitewater fishing team. We're doing a little competition. We're mostly just learning some stuff today. Beautiful day out on the lake. We got some snow, sun's out shining. It's about 15 degrees, supposed to keep getting warmer, so we'll see if we can catch on to some pike, bluegill today. Alright, yeah, so my name's Louie Dazzo. I'm a student at Whitewater, Wisconsin. I'm on the bass team with Collin Crop over there. And yeah, I'm a fishing guide. I started in Hayward, Wisconsin at 19 years old. And I've been lucky enough to get, I have connections with Jimmy John's, the owner of Jimmy John's Sandwiches. So I know him, and I've been guiding some of his family and you know, some pretty big names like Kid Rock, which is pretty amazing. So it's a cool opportunity to take him fishing. But I guide out of Lake Geneva too. I do a lot of trout fishing out of the harbors. Racine, Milwaukee, Kenosha. Yeah, my favorite's targeting big northerns. We're out here on Beulah today. So if you guys want to fish, let me know. I'm always down to take anyone new fishing and experience what Wisconsin has to offer. We're using dead shiners, just frozen shiners. I put salt in there, make like a salt brine. Works pretty good. We're catching some nice fish on it. Use a real small hook. Real small single hooks. That way if the fish swallows it, you don't really kill them, not much damage to the fish. And 12-pound fluorocarbon leader. So
went up to Fox Lake one day.
Frozen shiners for bait.
Yeah, we're in like 3 feet
crazy.
of water, maybe.
Salted brine. And that'll hang horizontal in the water. And so this time of year, a lot of the bait fish are dying. So the northerns will literally eat it off the bottom. It's crazy. Like if you YouTube it, you'll see pike just like catfish just feeding on the bottom. It's insane. Yeah, all those scales going down the hole, that'll kind of attract in fish with all the flash too. That exposes all the guts and stuff, and puts a lot of scent in the water. This lake's got some big pike supposedly. I've never caught any monsters out of here, but they are in here. I've heard of 40 plus being caught out of this lake.
Cow.
So. Yeah, this right here, this is a ice stopper. So it looks like a bobber kind of. What that does is that prevents when it gets real cold, the ice freezes up, you know, and it'll lock the line in place. What this does is the line will slide through this thing freely. So if a fish pulls, there's no resistance, and it could just keep taking out line. So this is like major part of this rig.
Okay.
So I always use these. These are like 10 bucks a pop too.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, really all I just got is I got braid, fireline braid to a 2-way swivel, and then 12-pound fluorocarbon. And that's really just like a walleye rod. That's all it is. But it's a lot of fun. I prefer this over fishing with a tip up because you get to battle the fish, rod and reel. It's so much better. So I'm just gonna get this about a foot off the bottom. Put that right there. All right. So it looks about, get a little wet out here. All right, so it's about where I want to be. Open the bail, and then what you do is you just kind of put this line right in this little clip right here. And then bail's open, and then cool. So yeah, when the fish pulls, flag will pop up and then fish free spools. So this is like a non-toxic ice solution. It's kind of like windshield wiper fluid, so it doesn't freeze. And it's kind of cool. What you do with that is you put it inside of this little container right here, and that's the solution that allows your line to go through it without freezing up. And you just close that up, and then line's free. Just grab this, put that back in there, flag down, and there it is. Yeah, these are called the HT riggers right here. I love these things. These are like my preferred method for catching northern. And essentially it's just a board. You got a little spring clip here. Fish pulls, the flag pops up, and the fish could free spool. And then I use real small hooks so if the fish swallows it, there's no damage to the fish. But the fun thing is you get to fight them on rod and reel and not hand over hand, so that's my favorite part about them. And they catch fish, so can't complain.
Yeah, those are cool. I like those.
Yeah, they're old too. Like they're
Really?
yeah, these have been around for years.
Is the other way the traditional tip up, or what do most guys use?
Yeah, most guys use the beaver dam tip ups, like that first one I set out there. That's just a regular tip up. That's when you like hand over hand them. But yeah, these are not really new, but I think they're underrated to be honest. But I catch a bunch of fish on them.
All right. So we set up probably about 50 yards back there earlier this morning. Found out there's a lot of crabgrass now stuck on the bottom, not really what we're looking for. We're trying to catch some northern, chasing some panfish right now, so we're moving back into the more of a marsh area. Found some good weeds, hope it's gonna be good. All right, so wanted to make a quick shout out to Clam Baits right here. Their plastics are top line. There's really good action in them. You can see it right there. It's a little creature I got going on. Action in the water is really good. These things just flutter like nothing. They're a little big, I think, when you put them on, so I like to bite off a little bit of it, put it down. I still think it's a pretty big profile, but if you're on a hot bite and you're targeting those 8 to 10 inch bluegill, very good. You might even get a bass on them there. They have a lot of good action. So if you're on, just look in the hole right here. Just got to show you what the action is on when you jig it. A little spread right there. It's just unique, different looking bait, something that will maybe get them to bite. I really like their leeches. I've never used this specific bait. I'm something new today. But yeah, natural color, black leech. Very good, money bait right there. So we'll see what we can do. Biggest thing I think that when it comes to ice fishing is having electronics. You can go out there if you know a lake and you can drill holes and you can do it. You can jig, you can keep jigging, and you drop, use a depth finder, and you can catch fish effectively that way. But I just think if you're looking, you go out to a new lake, you like to explore new bodies of water, it really comes useful to just finding the depth. You can see weeds down there, so if you look on my screen right here, red is like hard bottom, so that's hard bottom. And then this green and yellow, that's just those are weeds. I know there's weeds down there. So you say it's a little thicker, I just know the weeds are a little taller and so forth. So I really like to look for weeds on the bottom, scattered weeds. Likes to hold a lot of panfish usually. Structure too. But anyways, so as you can see, when I move my rod up and down, this is my jig right here. So you can mess with this right here. This is the gain. So this is if I'm in deeper water, I can really turn that up. Right now it looks like I have a huge fish on my jig, but it's just my jig because I have it turned way up. But I like to keep it around like 2, 3. So we're in 5 feet of water. It's probably perfect for that. So pretty much like I showed you when I turned the gain up, a big red blob is going to be a fish somewhere. So they'll come up. A lot of times when I'm jigging, I like to jig down at the bottom. There are a lot of fish like the holst at the bottom, but you just kind of got to find that depth that they're at and just jig at it, and you'll have a fish. They'll come in from all sides, and when they come in, it'll just be a big red line right there, and you just kind of keep that jig above them, and keep that jig above them, keep jigging it, and then right when you see them come up to it and they get on it, just stop it for a second, and usually they slam it. But just a key to jig fishing. But I mean, like I said, they aren't cheap. You can get ones for about $100. I mean, they'll do the trick. But I would highly recommend if you're big into ice fishing, you're looking to get into it, it's definitely something you want to invest in. It just makes it more fun and just hop hole to hole and not have to drop that weight down there. I said, I was looking for 10 feet of water. I'm right at about 7 feet. I mean, well, we could try it out, but I'm gonna go check those other holes. I don't see any other fish being marked or anything, nothing swimming through, so let's go check those other holes. Let's drop down and see what that is. Oh, a little perch. That little perch school, I mean, we get on a few of these bad boys. This is real small. You want to put that back. Really pretty fish, but we get on some big ones of these, we'll have some good eating. Ooh, hard to, you don't want to get too caught on that camera either. Here we go. Oh, they're biting, they're nipping. They're little guys. That thing's, oh yeah, he's down there. They're active. They're active, dude. We're out on some fish right now. Got one here. That thing was hungry.
You got him?
More perch, boys. Boys and girls. I know there's some girls that like fishing, but they're little. Look how hungry this thing is. We obviously got a good color here. I don't know if I can get him to open his mouth a little, but pull that up. Look how deep down that is in his mouth. He was eating that. I mean, big bait. Big bait for that. I mean, a lot of time this year. It's really finesse fishing, but I mean, there's really good action on these. And it's not what we're looking for. We're gonna find them though. We're on a school of perch, it looks like. Oh, it's so small, dude. If you can feel them, you just rip it right out of their mouth. Bait right now. If they get too good of a look at that, they're gonna move away. So I'm just dragging them up, get them up real high, stop it for a second. Bite.
Well, that's the smallest one.
Like I
yet.
said, this is why I'm missing them. This is why I'm missing them. It's just such a small fish right here. It's choked it again. I almost need to get a pliers out because their mouth's so small. Just turn it a little. We don't want to hurt them. This is going to be a very healthy, good tasting fish someday. Get right back down the hole. This is why we're missing them. Maybe there's a big one in there. Get down back in that hole as fast as you can. That's the big key, like I said. Get that school fired up, you'll probably get another bite. We're going to leave this hole here though if there's not the quality we're looking for.
Swim back down, bud. Yeah, there's a good amount of perch. Little guy. Not too shabby. Hooked him perfectly. He's got a little belly on him. It's kind of fun, feel him hit like that.
Yeah.
See if the northern are hanging out.
We just got back. We fished from about 9 to 2:30. We did go in and grab a little lunch. Got a burger and sandwich and whatever. It's good.
Yeah, Double D's bar is really good. Great food.
Not a lot of people were catching stuff. It didn't seem like.
No, there were a handful of fish caught. I mean, nothing crazy though.
And nobody was running around. We had our setup. We were fishing with two guys, and we had 4 tip-ups going, and we were all jigging. And
Pulled up maybe 3, 4 perch, a little perch.
You caught 1, and then Collin caught 4 or 5, or I don't know, something like that. Not a lot. And I didn't catch anything.
I don't know.
It was.
I think later in the day it's probably better for there. I think we heard of some northern being caught later in the day.
Yeah, closer to night and stuff.
Morning and afternoon wasn't too hot at this lake, so.
But it was fun overall. Beautiful day. I mean, sun blaring. I mean, I was warm, and it was. It did get up to about 30, 35.
Yeah. Once the sun left, then it was real cold.
Yeah.
Started getting a little chilly, but it's pretty cold right now standing out here.
Overall, great day.
Learned a lot from Collin and Louie.
Yeah. We'll probably go out with them hopefully again this year. They have a couple lakes that they do real good on, but
yeah, so we'll have to go up to Madison maybe. Get on them good up there. So.
Well, thanks for following along, guys. We'll see you next time.